Probably like 3 months ago when I think all the guest hosts found out that we get to do this. We start sort of emailing ideas with the writers. And so that piece on youth vote was really important for me to do, since my job when I worked at the Obama administration was I was the youth outreach person for the president. And so it always frustrated me that there weren't enough accurate positive stories about the power of youth vote. But then all these writers and this incredible team came up with, we could have filled a whole season, I think, with the history of voter suppression, but then also how people have overcome that. And one of the things we kind of started with, we were playing around, ultimately got cut from that, was about how Election Day is a Tuesday and how that happened. So some of you might know this, but basically 1800s, the government was trying to come up with a uniform election day. And you couldn't do Sunday because of the Lord. So God said you can't vote on a Sunday. Monday, you couldn't do it because it was, I think it was some sort of like a farmer's day. Basically, Monday, you couldn't do Sunday, Monday, Wednesday, Thursday. For various like horse and buggy reasons. Like because the polls were located at the county seat, and so in order to travel, you would either have to travel on the day of the Lord or on market day, and that just wouldn't work for anybody. So they figured, all right, Tuesday is fine. But also, like, at that particular time they made that decision, people were still enslaved. There were no condoms. There was no electricity. Like, crazy, right? So the idea that that's still a thing that exists today, that Election Day is usually on a Tuesday, is not by accident. It's because people in positions of power just don't want folks who maybe can't get off work or off school on a Tuesday to be able to go vote. But thanks to young people, people of color, women, a lot of folks who are really pushing a lot of change, you have things like mail-in ballots, early vote in a lot of places. Like